Hi guys, so happy Tuesday, turnaround Tuesday. So we will see what happens today. I just would like to give you a brief update today, what's happening in the markets and what happened in the markets. So let me scroll in. So last Thursday, I actually got it pretty right, and this is doesn't happen really often. Okay, so that I find the right approach, that I find the exact kind of levels, but honestly, this low here, 23,800 ish 720 I caught really well, and this was helped quite a lot on my accounts. So I did quite well. But in the after match, I thought, hey, it was quite simple. Why? Because it was before a holiday, and before a holiday, normally the tendency is quite bullish. Okay, so what's happening right now is that we are entering this supply zone here. Okay, so I still believe that we are able to go to move here to the 24,500. So this would give us still some room here to go still up. So give or take 150 points, and then it's make or break. Okay, then it's make or break. Right now, this is still kind of a correction of the down move. This is normal that the market, when we are kind of having in a selling environment, that the market tries to go up and test the supply zone. So demand and supply, that's all what it needs to really understand when it comes down to trading. Okay, so we are still in a kind of a bearish sentiment. We will hopefully try to trade around this 24,500 area, and then we will see what the market will do. Okay, there's still this Iranian conflict going on. There is an ultimatum from Trump, kind of really wild behavior of Trump, and we will have a look at oil very in a few moments. But the market kind of seems to be bullish. The market seems to be that the market participants think that we will have a resolution of this conflict, and hopefully everything will go back to normal. Meaning, oil supply will clear its way. And when we have a look at oil, kind of oil does what I had in mind. We will go higher. Will we go higher in one go? No. This is actually when we have higher oil prices in mind, actually quite helpful. Okay, so we broke out of the zone. To give you again context, so we broke out of this zone. So this $80 area, we broke out there, and then we started to lift higher, rebounded, and then we are going again to this $120 area. If you ask me, I think we will go way higher, sadly, and we can, yeah, we can see that every day when we go to the gas station, that it, especially diesel, became way more expensive. So we are right now here at a supply zone in crude oil. If we go higher, we will lift higher, 125 and 130. Okay, next steps, if we break out here, quite logical. When we have a look at the S&P, we traded down there, so this kind of thing was complete. And what we can see here right now is again the same play. What we talked earlier. From demand, it becomes supply. From demand, it becomes supply. Can I predict what the market will do at the supply zone? No, I cannot. But what I can tell you is there is there is definitely some reaction to be expected. So, and this is something what I do like, when the market has to tell me if there is some positive or negative reaction there. We are already feeling a little bit of height here. So it feels already a little bit, yeah. So we have about 30 points, 25, 30 points to go. And then I believe the market will have to act. So we will see. Okay, today the market seems to be quite bullish. We are trading at yesterday's high. So yesterday high was at the 6,661, and we were briefly below that. So let's see what reaction will come, and this will help us to find the way forward in the other markets as well. We can see the kind of same situation in the Dow Jones. Same thing as mentioned. Always, yes, there is definitely a possibility that we trade up there, but we're still in the bigger picture downtrend. And before this downtrend is not really stabilized, I'm not really turning bullish. All right, is there an opportunity in gold? as I mentioned last time, I think that this could be the low here at this 4,400-ish. Could go higher. I mean, we are still in a very strong bull mode. Kind of taking a breath, spending time at these high levels. So that's just healthy. We didn't trade below there, so this would be a perfect entry as well. We traded here on this Monday, traded it quite well, and and since then we are oscillating around the level where we are right now, 4,500, 4,700. So the market's volatility shrinks right now, and waiting for new. We are waiting for new impulses. Crypto does quite okay, as we can see. Still feels that there's opportunity that we can go higher. This $80,000 level could be doable. I think that this is doable. Ethereum, kind of the same picture. Traded it there. To trade it smaller size to the long side, I think that's not bad. But overall, as you know, markets can turn around quite quickly. Quite interesting here was AVAX, by the way. AVAX doesn't look really good. I mean, I don't hold any or not a lot AVAX, but it looks horrible. Looks horrible. Chainlink holds up a little bit better, but still not beautiful. And Ondo is the same kind of shit, to be honest. I mean, yeah, same picture here in the Russell. And that's about it. So I think that we will need new impulses today of the US markets. Yesterday was a holiday in Europe, so not a lot of impulses here in the morning, European hours. Need to see. Okay, we will need to see what will happen here. Can we break out? Can we take out yesterday's high in the Nasdaq? And then, if so, yesterday's high was 4,453. So if we can take that out, then I believe that we will trade towards that supply zone, and then we will see. Okay. Question of dynamics. Again, I think we have a kind of a cluster here of supply, and we have to trade through the cluster of supply here in order to really make up to free up new buyers. I think that we should have another leg down. This would be healthier, in my opinion, and then go up. If you go up right away, I'm not sure if this is healthy for the market, but in the end, who am I to judge? The only thing what I do know for certain, here we have a supply zone. Will I short this? I will probably try to find a trade, but in the end, it's not good to trade against the overall trend. Okay, so here I'm expecting some sellers to show up for 24,500 level, 520 level, and in the S&P we are entering the zone as well. So that's my update for today. Nothing else to report right now. I hope that this content helps you, and it would be great if you could leave a small like for me, and have a good day. Good trades, guys.